If you are here, you can earn 20,000. Hey lovelies, welcome back to the channel. Romalee, I'm your girl Romalee. If it's your first time here, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Also turn that post notification on so that you will be notified whenever I drop content, and so this whole thing might help others to find my videos, help the YouTube algorithm, and so on. Alright, so let's jump into today's video. Today I'll be telling you the benefits you can receive if you decide to teach in China. If you decide to teach English, or if you decide to teach other subjects like the sciences, or math or PE or whatever, you can receive these benefits. So let's go. I have my notebook here as per usual because I do not want to leave anything out. So of course, don't mind me looking down. I'm just making sure I'm telling you the right thing, right? Okay, so number one, let's just talk about the money, because I know you want to know about the money, of course, right? So for those of us who are already here, those of us who are here, you're a native English speaker, the least you can receive is the least, which I don't see any jobs advertising for this amount. If you've been here for over a year, no one would really be accepting this amount unless probably you're a non-native speaker, or you're studying and you're helping out a school, you're working there every day, but it's not really legal. Because if you're here to study, you should just study. If you're here to teach at one school, you should just teach at one school. If you're doing anything apart from that, it's illegal, right? So at least if you are here, you can earn 20,000 renminbis, right? Or 20,000 kwai. That's the Chinese currency. That is about, as of today, according to Google, that is about 2,700 US dollars per month. That would be your salary at least, right? And if you've been here for over a year, then you'll be able to earn way more than that. However, because the ESL industry is changing a lot, and they're trying to cut down, especially in certain cities, on the salary. If you're coming in now with like no experience, I see people getting like half of that, which I think is, especially depends on where you're going to live, it might not be worth it. I think if you're just coming in with no experience, you can at least expect 15,000 kwai or RMBs, and according to Google, that is about 2,000 US dollars per month, right? In Jamaica, that is about if you're just coming in, you can earn about, say, 300 and something thousand per month for your salary. If you're already here, the least you can earn is about 407,000 per month for your salary. That's the least, probably in small cities. But if you go to bigger cities like Beijing, Shanghai, the Shenzhen, and so on, you will be able to get almost double that amount per month, okay? If you're a Jamaican. But to be honest, if you're an American, if you're a white person, usually you do get paid more. That's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. If you can be paid more, and you have schools who they don't care if you're white, black, whatever color you are, once you're a native speaker and you're doing the same job as everybody else, then you'll be paid the same amount. And as I said, if you've been here for more than a year, it can be, the least is 20,000 RMBs, which is 27 US dollars. And I'm saying US dollars because it probably will be easier for you to convert anywhere you are in the world watching this video. So that's what you can get for your salary, right? Now, the second benefit where money is concerned is you can get flight reimbursement, right? For many jobs that I know of, you don't have to go back home. You don't have to go back home every year to get that flight reimbursement. Upon completion of your contract, you can get your flight reimbursement. You don't necessarily have to present your company with your itinerary or anything like that. Once your contract says that after you've completed your contract, you can get your flight reimbursement, you can get your flight reimbursement. I've been here since 2019. I have never been home, but every year I get my flight reimbursement because it's a part of my contract. Yeah. So one, your salary. Two, you can get the flight reimbursement. Another thing where money is concerned, upon completion of your contract, you can get, if you want to renew your contract, you can get contract renewal bonus. Now that is something that your school will discuss with you. It can be 5,000 RMBs, it can be more, it can be 10,000 RMBs, it can be 5,000, 3,000. It all depends on your school and your contract, but there's always contract renewal bonus. There is always also contract completion bonus. So if you complete your contract but you won't be re-signing with the school, they will also give you bonus. It can be like 5,000 RMBs, 3,000 RMBs, and 5,000 RMBs would be like about, so 5,000 RMBs about like 700 US dollars. You can get every time you renew your contract or every time you complete your contract. It depends, as I said again, it depends on your school. So you can get about 7 to 14, so you can get about 1,400 for, well, a lot of persons don't say 1,400. I found that out the other day. You can get 1,400 US dollars up to 1,400 US dollars or even more. It depends on your school, or less. For flight reimbursement, you can also get $700 for, I'm talking in US dollars now because it'll be easier for you to convert, or you can get $700 for contract renewal or contract completion. It can be less, it can be more, depends on your school, but I'm talking about now persons who have been here for at least a year. This would be like the least that you can receive. If you're just coming in now, because the whole COVID policy and stuff like that here, they might want to give you a little bit less because you're just coming in, and they say, oh, they're going to be spending a lot of money for paperwork and so on and so forth. They tend right now to give persons who are just coming in less than persons who have been here for at least a year. Yeah? Good. Now, that is kind of it where money is concerned. Of course, there are other ways you can earn money here from your actual school. You can do demo lessons for the school to attract other students, and you can be paid per demo lesson. It depends on your school, or per students that sign up. That's all depends on your school. As I said, it's illegal for you to actually work outside of your job that you came here to do, and they don't play about that. They will send you home, right? They'll give you 15 days to leave. So that does happen. So I wouldn't recommend you do anything illegal. You can do home tutoring, you can do side gigs like recording and so on from the comfort of your home, which that is fine. If you're doing some recording gigs from your home for a company, that's fine. But if you're going into someone else's house to tutor their child or whatnot, be careful. It's not permitted, right? Anyways, so besides the shmoney, which I know we're all interested in, let's move on. You have the chance of getting fully paid accommodation. Yeah, so you can get a nice free housing all paid for by your school, or you can get housing allowance. So say you get housing allowance of 700 US dollars per month, right? That is the 5,000 RMBs that we spoke about earlier. In Sichuan, where I'm in Sichuan province, that can give you a very, very, very nice apartment. But if you're going to like Beijing, Shanghai, and those places, that will be able to give you probably a studio or a one bedroom, right? But I'll be doing some apartment tours of apartments that I've looked at since I've been here in future videos for you to see what the price would be like. But then again, it all depends on where you are going to live. If you're going to live in a tier 1 city or province, of course your rent will be higher, and your school might give you a portion of that rent, so you'll get housing allowance, or your school might offer you fully furnished apartment that is on your accommodation that is actually on your campus. With that being said, you will live on the campus. They will have their rules, but for me, I prefer to live on my own because I have a 2-bedroom apartment. It's not very expensive and it's all covered by my school, right? So rent can go anywhere from probably $200 a month. It depends on where you live though, but your school will be able to either give you fully paid, they will pay for the apartment in full, or they'll give you housing allowance, which can cover a portion or half, half, 3/4 of your rent or whatnot, right? So that's 2 off the list: the money, what you can do to get the money, and your accommodation. Next, you will have the opportunity to get 3 meals per day. Now, if you don't like Chinese food, then obviously that's not going to be a benefit to you, right? You can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. When I was working at like the middle school, I wasn't going to wake up to go get breakfast at school, so I made my own breakfast at home. I was at school a lot of times for lunch, so I ate lunch at school, and I wasn't going to stay to have dinner at school, so I only ate lunch, right? At my current job, I only eat lunch at school sometimes. But if you do like Chinese food, or you get used to eating Chinese food, you can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner during the weeks at school, and so you won't have to spend money on meals, right? Okay, so that's it for meals. The next thing is, it is a must that your school will get you insurance. You can have medical or accident insurance. You can have, but make sure you have medical or accident insurance, of course. But of course, your school can give you more. Like, some schools can give you better coverage, but definitely you must have your medical and accident insurance. That is a must. Okay, make sure that this is in your contract. If it is not, do not sign it. Your school must cover your medical and accident insurance, right? They will do that. Now, the next thing is, I'm not sure if in every single country you get paid for national holidays off, but here they take national holidays or public holidays very seriously. So you will be paid for your national holidays, and you will get those days off. And that concludes the benefits that you can receive if you decide to teach here in China, English or other subjects. Of course, it depends on your school again. These are the general benefits really, but it depends on your school. You can get more benefits. You cannot get less than this, right? This is the general guideline for your benefits. A lot of other schools might give you, free access to gym. You can do yoga classes for free. You can have a lot more things depending on where you will be working. You can be working in some really good private schools, and they will be able to give you way more benefits, of course. but these are just the general benefits that you can receive. Again, I spoke about the money you can get from your salary, you can get from flight reimbursement, you can get from contract renewal and contract completion. You can get incentives from doing demo lessons, of course. You can get fully paid accommodation, or you can get accommodation allowance, or you can live on campus. You can get 3 meals per day, and yeah, you can get national holidays off. And that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. I hope if you're consider coming to China, then you can have, you know, a clearer understanding of what the basic benefits are, and make sure that if you're signing a contract, these things are in it. These are the basics. These must be in there. After you calculate the money from Kwais or renminbis to US dollars or whatever currency you use in your country, you will know if it's actually worth it for you based on what you're currently receiving or whatnot. You can weight against something to see if for you it'll be worth it. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember guys, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, turn that post notification on so you won't be left out of any of my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.